Hi Gemini, how are you? Time for your current love reading. It's a general reading, so take what works, leave what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. So let's see what's going on in the world of love with all of our Geminis, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Thanks for tuning in, being a part of the channel. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up from me. I appreciate a like, a share, a comment, whatever. All right. Let's see what's going on for all of our Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. Always, always. Oops. Always, always for all of us. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. What's going on for all of our Gemini? So as I was getting ready for your reading, Gemini, the tower kept falling out. I was shuffling different decks, trying to figure out which one to use for you. And it didn't matter what deck I pulled up, the tower would come out. So I can't help but feel there's something about to go down in your world. Could have something to do with money. Money. But it's almost as if there's something that really needs to get cut out. It has to do with something going on in the family. If you were keeping secrets from your person, I just feel like at this point, either they find out about it, you've been trying to cover it up, they find out about it, I see you wanting to, ask for some forgiveness, hopefully make amends. Yeah, you were skating on thin ice to begin with, so, things were a little unbalanced and you were just trying to hold it all together. I really feel like it could have something to do with the money, the finances, what was going on financially between you and your person. But like I said, you're skating on thin ice. Now, I do feel like there's a real need to really kind of tune into your faith. So, out came the Knight of Wands. I think it's time to open up. Gemini, I mean, if there is financial problems in the house, you've been trying to make things balance, you didn't want your other person to know about it, I think it's just time for you to open up and talk about it. Because if not, things are going to start to go in, you're going to dig yourself into a grave. You know what I'm saying? It's like the more you try to pretend that things are better than what they are, and, it's going to drive a wedge. Because your person's going to pick up that there's something wrong. And if you don't tell them what's wrong, they're never going to know. Right? So that's for some of you out there. So let's see what else is going on. Yeah, see, you have to make a decision about going in another direction. You don't have to make it alone. If you're hooked up with someone, maybe you need their input. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to make this decision alone. Unless, of course, it's something that you're hiding, that you need to put aside. Anyway, I just feel like, there's, if you would step up to the plate, there's opportunities for you. Again, this is you needing to have some faith. There's a door open for you. It'll free you from what's been holding you back. Now, we do have the Ace of Pentacles with the King of Pentacles reversed. So, you can't sit back and do nothing and hope that it's just going to take care of itself. If bills have to be paid and, you're really struggling for all of this money, then I think it's time for you to have some faith, maybe take another direction. Yeah, it's like you don't want to go in another direction. That's this right here. You don't want to go in the second direction, but I'm feeling like that's what you need to do. Especially if, this is going to affect everyone in the family, because I think your person also is putting the pressure on and you don't have answers. So whatever it is that's been going on, it hasn't been manifesting for you. Money, everything you try to do, it doesn't come out. It's like maybe you try to get money, you try to borrow money, that's not working. Well, could be that now you need to go in another direction. What's not working, it's like your person has told you, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. You didn't want to listen, so you kept going. So now you're at the edge, not knowing what to do. All right, let's see if we can get some cards down here on the table. Yeah, see, and now we go from the Two of Wands reversed to the Three of Wands reversed. It's like you have got to like put the brakes on whatever it is that you are doing, because I feel like, I mean, you're just putting money down a drain hole. It's not working. It's not coming through. Sometimes you have to swallow that pill and say, wow, I think it's time to abandon ship here. Especially if it's not working. Things are going fast. You don't want to give it up, and you want to hang on, hoping that maybe it's going to resolve itself. That's your Tower. You know, time for you to get proactive. All right, what else is going on for our Geminis? I mean, this is really predominant in your relationship. Okay, so this is affecting everybody at home. Your person, they're not very happy. They're wondering what's going to happen. Here, she's looking at her pentacle, saying, what's going to happen to our home? Because there's no, where's the future? I mean, so there's a lot of decisions that have to be made. Because whatever is going on with you, Gemini, it affects everybody in the family. It truly affects everyone. So let's see what your present situation looks like. I mean, definitely you have to make a decision. You don't want to make a decision, but there's one. If you would just do this decision, it would change everything. You've got to open up. You've got to trust. You can't keep lying and hoping that things are going to fix itself. Again, there's this element of you being very stagnant, not wanting to make things, you know, change. You know, you're afraid of the change. Change is probably exactly what you need. And again, these two cards come back out. We have the Ace of Swords reversed with the Hanged Man. You can't keep lying and pretending and not doing anything about it, because your person over here is wondering what's going to happen to our family. What's going to happen to the family, Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This is definitely specific to a couple. So you got to decide if you're going to put the work into it or not. You know, I mean, here you are. I feel like people keep pointing fingers at you. There's so much pressure, lots of pressure. Lots of pressure for you to perform. It's probably affecting life in the home, in bed, isn't it? I mean, I just think like there's a lot of pressure and it's getting to you. So you're on the edge. Some of you are definitely on the edge. You know, but look, you can turn things around if you make a decision and go in another direction. You know what it is. You know it's something that you keep avoiding. You avoid going in this direction. Page of Swords, but at some point you're gonna have to like take a chance, and I feel like you end up doing so because I do see things start to turn around. All right, because you can't sit back and do nothing, but you don't do it willingly. You know, it's like you're grumbling all the way out the door, going, all right, I'll do it. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. All right, if you say so, all right, I'll do it. I mean, you're grumbling all the way out the door, and it's something that, you know, you don't want to do, but there's been so much pain, so much hurt when it comes to the relationship. I mean, it's just, it has, whatever has been going on, it has totally affected you and your wife, your husband, your children. A lot of heartache, a lot of pain. What is this about? The Four of Cups reversed with the Chariot reversed. And it sits here with the Three of Swords. So there's been a lot of heartache. And because this is, your person is really wondering what's going to happen as a result of this tower that I kept seeing around you. There's been a lot of pain, a lot of heartache. I feel like there's been a lot of lies. And instead of, you know, owning it, you end up just fighting it. You've got to relax a little bit. You coming out as the Emperor reversed. I mean, I feel like you can't be so difficult. I mean, you grumbling out that door, going, all right, I'm going to do it, fix it. I mean, this is part of the problem. Somebody, you, maybe them, has been very, very difficult. Hard to deal with because you are covering up. You feel like everybody's pointing, you know, their finger at you. It's all your fault, your fault. Well, is it? Is it? I mean, things aren't manifesting because of an energy, but there's a lot of hope. I see you being able to turn this around. But you have to have faith that going in a whole other direction, one that's very unfamiliar to you, is going to be okay. You've got to have the faith, the courage, the faith, the courage, the strength, especially if your family is feeling so broken, especially your person. Because I do feel there's a lot of heartache, and they wonder what's going to happen to our family. Can we recover from this? Maybe there's no going back. Maybe you hit bottom with your person. Yeah. But I think things are going to start to move quickly. Because you can't keep going. I mean, there's no money. I mean, what are you going to do? People, you know, your family needs to be fed. Bills need to be paid. So you've got to get out of your head about your resistance to make some changes or go in another direction. I mean, you've got to get out of your head. The minute you do that and you start owning your end of this, because somebody was very difficult, stubborn, not willing to give up whatever it was that they had. And I feel like that was you, Gemini. So now you're going to have to, you know, be patient with each other. Okay? Because I just feel like you guys have just gotten to the point where you can't even look at each other because there's so much tension between the two of you. And all one person needs to do, you or them, whoever it is, you know who you are in the story, you just need to make the decision you don't want to make. And you know what that is, all right? And that's probably all your person wants, is for you to make that decision that you don't want to make. So let's get a little advice, Gemini. Yeah, there's that Tower. If you just deal with it, you can move on and you can break out of this. You have got to put down. See, there's a decision about your job, your money, whatever it is you're hanging on to that you don't want to make. You don't want to make that change. And yet everything is telling you to make that change. Your home, your family, your friends. So it's up to you to listen, you know, but you're really resistant and going another way. It's like, no, maybe we can keep going all this way. I mean, and what ends up happening, you continue to carry this weight, this burden, this energy that is not healthy for anybody. So you got to make the decision you don't want to make, Gemini. That's what I think I'm going to title this. So I hope this resonated. If it did, great. I'm going to leave it here. Take what works, leave what doesn't. Check your sun, moon, rising, Venus signs. If this did not resonate, sometimes you need to get a hold of all of them. So anyway, a thumbs up from me. Hit that like button. I sure appreciate it. And I'll see you at the next reading. Until then, bye now.